I also wanted to take this introductory module to introduce an organization called Obesity Canada to you. And Obesity Canada, as it says here, is Canada's leading obesity organization. It was formerly known as the Canadian Obesity Network. It is mainly a professional network where people in different areas, for instance, dietetics, internal medicine experts, people that work in psychological health as well, where they can network and attend conferences and exchange information and resources that are going to help us in the management of obesity. Okay. They're also kind of really important at hosting the two big obesity conferences here in Canada, the biggest one being the Canadian Obesity Summit, which is such a fun conference to go to, and the Canadian Weight Bias Summit. It has local chapters throughout the country. I used to be part of the Vancouver chapter. Maybe I will be again soon. Okay. So why I wanted to highlight Obesity Canada, formerly Canadian Obesity Network, is I wanted to just talk a little bit about their vision and specifically their number one strategic goal. Okay, I love their vision. A day when people affected by the disease of obesity are understood, respected, and living healthy lives. And why I find this so interesting and worth mentioning is that you'd kind of expect that Obesity Canada, their main goal would be like eliminating obesity. Okay, and what their approach is that they understand that obesity is a complex disease and that eliminating it from the population is probably not going to happen anytime soon. But that right now, some of the issues that individuals with obesity face is that they're not getting the kind of care that is going to actually help them get better, and that there's a lot of stigmatization around obesity as well. Okay, so they don't necessarily want someone with obesity to become, very small and lose all this weight, although in some cases, they work with people that do aim to help people with their weight. It goes beyond that. It goes into like accepting that individuals with obesity are people and they also need respect and understanding, and that's going to help them get the kind of care that is going to help them personally with their own struggles that they have with their own obesity. And I find it so wonderful that their number one strategic goal is to address the social stigma associated with obesity. They're also really a kind of aimed at those top-down approaches too. So they really try to affect policy too. And they are consulted, not enough you could argue, when certain policy decisions are being made. Okay? And they're also very much an evidence-based society as well. So I love this too, in addition to their whole focus on reducing stigma, reducing weight bias. Like I keep saying, one of their main values is respect, which is one of the main values we have in this course as well. Another main value that they have is an evidence-based way of approaching obesity everything. Oftentimes, and you know this, on social media or other types of media, the messages out there around weight, they're often anecdotal, they're often not evidence-based, and it's often about the latest fad diet. Okay, but these individuals, the Canadian Obesity Network really tries to use evidence-based information to set their policies, to set their interventions, to promote the community that they're trying to promote. When they do conferences, it really also is important to collect the right types of evidence pieces across different disciplines to help get this complete view of obesity too. Okay, so I just want to highlight them to give you a view of this organization and how important they are for obesity here in Canada.